everyone, I'm Natalie Diver and welcome to my YouTube channel. I've been dying to do this for such a long time, so I decided it's finally time. This first video is going to be 50 facts about me. I'm going to do it in 2 parts, so look out very soon for part 2. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like and comment below and let me know what kind of videos you want me to post. So let's get into it. I'm 24 years old and my birthday is on Christmas Eve. I'm the most Capricorn ever. Like, if you look up Capricorn description, it's just a bio of me. It's ridiculous. I run 3 companies. I have a nutrition company, Oh My Glow. I also have Instagram Academy where I teach people how to grow and monetize Instagram. And then I also run Boss Babe. So Boss Babe is the fastest growing network of millennial women. So I'm super interested in all things business and entrepreneurship. I'm ridiculously blunt and straight to the point. I've kind of toned it down a little bit, but it used to be like quite offensive because I don't have the filter, but I'm slowly growing a filter and learning from it. But yeah, don't ever be offended if I just like straight up tell you the truth. I've been to Buckingham Palace before. I never met the Queen, but I went along with James Caan when I was appointed as an ambassador of the £112 million government startup funding scheme, which was amazing. Everything inside was so gold, and I was trying to sneak pictures on my iPad, but they took it off me. So sadly, I don't have any evidence, but I was there. I've hugged Russell Brand before. I was at a show and I was sitting beside my boyfriend at the time, and I was just like, "Russell, hug me!" And he was like, "Is that your boyfriend?" And I was like, no, definitely not. And then he said, "Okay, come give me a hug." And then he kissed me on the cheek, and I didn't want to wash my cheek for like a year. I've danced since I was 2 years old. I was walking very, very young, and I used to drive my mum crazy, so she put me in dance lessons. And so I did ballet, tap, jazz and cheerleading. And that's why I really love bar. Bar is one of my favourite ways of keeping fit now, and I think it's just because I did that from being so young. My body just loves it. I've won 13 awards for business and entrepreneurship from being about 18. As I said, I'm just absolutely obsessed with it. I was once bitten by a swan, and this really should have set the tone for my entire life. My dad said to me, "Don't go and play with the swans because they will bite you." And I just don't ever listen to what anyone tells me to do, and I just ran over and just started playing with them, and the swan latched onto my finger, and my dad had to come and wrestle my finger from a swan. I sold a product to Richard Branson once, which is definitely one of my claims to fame. I also snuck into an event to meet him once before, and it was press only, so I pretended I was with Bloomberg, and I actually ended up getting interviewed for television about how the opening of the bank was going to have an effect on the Northeast, and I didn't even know what to say, but I snuck in, so I had to make something up. Tea is probably one of my favourite things ever. No matter what happens in my life, as long as I can have a cup of tea, I'm good. I'd probably drink, I'd say 6 to 8 cups a day easily, no problem at all. I lived in France for a while. I also lived in LA and New York. I think of all of them, New York was probably my favourite, but the weather's a bit too extreme, so not sure about that one. I used to be such a tomboy. When I was younger, my mum could never ever get me in a dress. I used to think they were the most disgusting things ever. And I still remember to this day, I was never allowed to wear trousers or jeans until I was 7. And on my 7th birthday, one of my birthday presents was jeans with a jean jacket to match, and they were yellow. And I honestly thought this was the best thing in the world. Looking back, no. But yeah, that was the first time I got my first pair of trousers, and from then on you couldn't get me out of them. I studied business management at Newcastle University and I absolutely loved it. Being at university is one of my favourite times. I'm lactose and soy intolerant, which kinda is a bit annoying. I used to be the biggest cheese fiend ever, but in a way I'm really grateful for it because it makes me eat healthier than I typically would and has really encouraged me to look at different ways of cooking things. So yeah, I'm quite grateful for that intolerance. I volunteered for 6 weeks in a jungle. It was in the north of Thailand on the Bermuda border, and it was one of the most difficult 6 weeks of my entire life. I really enjoyed it, and it was a lot of hard work, but I did get a lot out of it. But I remember when we were leaving, everyone in the bus was getting so emotional, like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm leaving. I've never been so relieved in my life. I was just like, get me out of here. I can never do this again. And it was really, really hard, but it really shaped me and taught me a lot about myself. So yeah, that was definitely one of the most interesting parts of my life. I founded the Entrepreneurs Society at Newcastle University, and that really got me even more so involved in entrepreneurship and really showed me that I did want my own business. I hate being on the phone, and no one really knows this about me, but speaking on the phone, I hate. Like, it doesn't make me feel good at all. All day long I have my phone on do not disturb mode, so it means if anyone calls me, it goes straight to voicemail, and then I can decide if I'm going to call them back or not. I don't think I'll ever get over this. I've never ever liked it. Like, if you call me, I'll only pick up if I really, really like you and I'm in the right mood. Otherwise, I'll just text you saying, sorry, I missed your call. What do you want? So that we can do it over text instead. Although I hate being on the phone, I love being on it. So not on it, but on it. And I communicate with voice notes all the time. And my friends think that I'm so weird for this, but I think it's much easier than typing out a long text message. And it's not the same as being on the phone, but yeah, I'm voice note crazy. I'm absolutely obsessed with space. From being young, I always wanted to be an astronaut. I just find it so amazing. Like, I could sit and talk about it for hours, and I 100% believe in aliens. I love cooking. I love buying recipe books and experimenting with different things. I love spending time on a Sunday, like meal prepping and cooking really interesting things. I also really love going to the chiropractors and being adjusted. Like, I go every single week and I get really excited about this chiropractor session. It just feels amazing. If you haven't tried it, you should try it. I can't handle fidgeters or people that make noise, do you know, like tapping or like making no, it grinds on me so much. I will put my headphones in, I'll get up and walk out. So if I'm working in the office with someone tapping, that's all I can think about. I always use the lowest brightness on my phone and my laptop, and this always really annoys anyone that goes to look at my phone because they can't even barely see it. And to me, that's so clear. When the brightness is on, I can't even handle it. I always use paper diaries and calendars. I always use paper to write my to-do lists. I find it so much easier to stay organised with paper. In my handbag at all times is a thick paper diary. I'm really obsessed with like Instagram fads, and I'm so easily sold to, like things like Lumi cases, and I've just recently tried cupping. So I have cup marks all up my back right now. I just love trying out new things, and when someone says, oh yeah, this really works or this was really fun, I'm on it. You don't need to tell me twice. Oh, my foot's going all... So this was 25 facts about me. Don't forget to come back here next week for the second video, and please don't forget to subscribe. I'd also love it if you leave me a comment and let me know what kind of videos you want to see from my channel. I'm going to go through them and reply to every single one, so yeah, let me know.